Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Joe from Phandroid. Recently I did a video where I compared face unlock on the Galaxy S8 and the LG V30, and one of the comments that popped up a lot was people wanted to see how they compared in low light conditions. So let's try that out. First, we've got the control group here in a well-lit situation. This is the situation that you're probably most going to be in. You've got plenty of light on your face. Try not to pay too much attention to the speed because I'm not really trying to sync them up perfectly. This is more about, do they actually work in this condition? And you can clearly see that they both work perfectly well in the well-lit scenario. Next, we've got kind of a mid-range situation. So there's a little bit of light in the room, but it's not super bright, but it's also not pitch black. This is another common situation that you might find yourself in where you're just in a room that's kind of dimly lit. And you can see that they both actually work surprisingly well in here. Both of them are able to detect my face and unlock the phone, albeit maybe a little bit slower than in the well-lit situation. And last, we've got to test the pitch black total darkness scenario. And as you might expect, neither one of them is able to detect my face. The only light in the room is the light coming from the displays. And typically in a dark room, your display is at its lowest setting, so there's really not a lot of light shining on your face. Theoretically, you could turn it all the way up and maybe that would be enough to detect your face. But face unlock's probably not going to work for you if you're in a dark situation like this. It's just not the most practical security method to use in this situation. So that's the low light test, and probably the one in the middle, the mid-range lighting, is the one that's going to apply to most of you when you're in a low light situation but you still want to use face unlock. And they both performed well. I should note that they were both on the same settings, both the similar settings, and they both performed equally. Speed was not really something I was measuring a lot in this one, but it was comparable. I don't think one was like drastically faster or slower than the other, but I was impressed. They seemed to work pretty well in low light. Obviously, a fingerprint scanner is probably going to be your best bet when the lights get really dark, but it's interesting to see how they perform when the light gets low. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think about these phones, and we'll see you in the next one.